welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I've got a little practice here to help restore a bit of balance to the mind and body. So just pop on something comfy, bring yourself to the mat. If you have a blanket, that'd be great. So you can just sit on the edge of a folded blanket, can be helpful. And if you have a yoga block, then that would also be helpful, but don't worry if you don't, they're not necessary. So when you're ready, find a comfortable way to sit. So that can be with the legs stretched out in front. You can sit on the edge of a blanket or a block. You can have the legs crossed, you can kneel. You can even do this bit sitting in a chair if you prefer. And we're going to practice something called Nadi Shodhana. So Nadi Shodhana pranayama is a breathing technique to help balance the hemispheres of the brain. So nadis are the energy channels through our body. So nadi refers to the energy and the channels, and shodhana is purification. So it's balancing and purifying the energy channels in our body. So on a physiological level, this breathing practice helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain. It helps to balance the nervous system, so the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So when we breathe through the right nostril, we are more in that sympathetic nervous system, so the fight or flight, that active side of our being. And when we breathe through the left nostril, we're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, so that rest, digest, calming side of the nervous system. Both are necessary as a human being. We need both of those sides of our nervous system, which is why we have them. But bringing them into balance is of great service to not only our health and well-being in the present, but also our health and well-being for longevity and for living a nice, long and happy life. So with this practice, we use something called Nasagra Mudra. So using your right hand, bringing that right hand up onto the eyebrow center, thumb on the right nostril, ring finger on the left, and you'll be using that thumb and ring finger to close the nostrils. So we're not forcing them closed, you're just pressing gently on the nostril to close it, so that your inhale and exhale will move more through one or the other. If you do have any sinus problems or suffer with hay fever, or you have a cold, don't worry, you can imagine the breath going from one side to the other rather than physically doing it. That can have a lot of benefit too. So make sure you are sitting as comfortably as you can do, hands just resting on the legs for now, and lowering the gaze or closing the eyes. And we'll just take a moment tuning into the breath, tuning into the body. Trying to breathe through the nose as best as you can. Gently trying to deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. And just spend a moment noticing how you're feeling within yourself. No judgment, no expectation, just awareness. Notice how that breath is flowing through the body. And can you see if the way the breath is moving is connected to how you feel? Try not to overthink. Just connect to your body and your breath. Maybe you can already notice if you're favoring one nostril or the other. And then when you're ready, we're just going to bring that right hand up. So first 2 fingers resting on the eyebrow center, thumb on the right nostril, ring finger on the left. We'll close the left nostril, inhale right. Close the right, open the left, exhale left. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left, open the right, exhale right. So you're inhaling right, exhaling left, inhaling left, and exhaling right. Just continuing in your own time. It can help with this one to imagine you're breathing in a pyramid or a triangle. So from the right shoulder up to the crown of the head, exhaling down to the left shoulder, then inhaling up to the crown of the head and exhaling back down to the right shoulder. Imagining that breath moving as a triangle. At any point if you feel short of breath, don't worry. Just release the hand, take a few regular breaths in between and see if you can pick the practice up again. Or maybe it's just not right for you in this moment, and that's okay. If that's the case, then just imagine the breath moving from right to left and left to right. No need to force. And just releasing the hand next time you exhale through the right nostril. Lowering the hand down and letting the breath return into its natural rhythm. Keeping the eyes closed for now if you can. And just being aware of the effects. Then when you feel ready, gently opening the eyes. Move the legs a little, give the shoulders, the arms, the wrists a little circle. Find a bit of movement into the body. Great. And then we're going to spin the feet round and come to tabletop position. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. You can always have the blanket underneath the knees. Then with your inhale, we're going to lift the gaze, sending the belly down towards the mat. And then exhale, rounding the back, belly button up towards the spine. So coming into cat-cow, move with your breath. So your inhale looks up, lifting the gaze. Your exhale, rounding belly button to spine. And just move through the spine. Really connecting breath and movement. Trying to maintain that calm that you created when we practiced Nadi Shodhana. So just because we're moving now, Doesn't mean that movement has to be quick and forced. Keep that calmness. Moving with the flow. That Taoist concept of Wu Wei, find the path of least resistance. Find the path of least resistance through the air, through the body. Flowing movement. Lovely. Then we're going to come to a nice neutral spine. Weight's going to go into the right hand. See if you can reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, looking towards that left hand. Then exhale, send that left arm underneath the right arm, bringing the shoulder down towards the mat, head resting down on the mat, coming in to thread the needle. And with your inhale, we're going to reach up again, reaching that left hand up towards the ceiling. And just once more, exhale, send that left arm underneath the right arm, bringing the shoulder down towards the mat, twisting through the spine. Lovely. Then inhale, reaching the arm up. One last time, look towards the hand. And then popping that left hand down. Let's take a moment, realign. Your left hand is going to stay down on the mat. We're going to reach up with the right hand, looking towards that right hand. And then exhale, send that right arm underneath the left arm, bringing the right shoulder down onto the mat, head resting down on the mat. Wonderful. You inhale, press into the hand, reaching up again, looking towards that right hand. Then exhale, send that right arm underneath the left arm, shoulder down onto the mat. Keep sending the hips up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Then inhale, reaching up, send that hand up towards the ceiling. And then popping that right hand down. Lovely. So we're going to step forward with our right foot. So coming up onto the fingertips. Bring that right foot through between the hands. So you can wriggle it forward, however's best to come forward. Lovely. Coming into your lunge. So bringing the weight slightly forward, but we're trying not to collapse too much into the hips. So keep using those adductors, the glutes, to draw the body up a little, but finding a bit of a stretch. Great. Then our left hand is going to be down on the right, on the right foot. Our left hand is going to be down on the inside of the right foot. And then you're going to reach up with that right hand, looking towards the right hand. Exhale and lower that right hand down. Hands can stay on the mat, or see if you can draw the arms up, coming into a crescent lunge, lifting the heart towards the ceiling. Then drawing the hands down to prayer in front of the heart, you're going to bring that left elbow onto the right knee, press into the palms, twisting to the right. Inhale, coming back through center. Release the hands, sweep the arms back up towards the ceiling. And then lower the hands back down. Bring that right foot in. And then stepping forward with the left foot. So take a moment, have a little wriggle around. Shifting the hips forward, but trying not to collapse down into the hips. Lovely. So then our right hand is down on the inside of that left foot. We're going to reach up with the left hand, looking towards that left hand. Wonderful. Lower that left hand down. Hands either stay down or draw the arms up. Coming into a crescent lunge, lift the heart towards the ceiling. Then draw the hands down to prayer in front of the heart. That right elbow is going to come onto the left knee. Press into the palms, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back through center. Release the hands down. Then sweep the arms up once more. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Bring that left foot back. Great, so sitting back towards the heels, reach the hands out in front. And then inhale, bring the weight forwards towards the hands. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So maybe give the heels a little walk. Shake the head, nod the head. You can always ease the weight back and forwards. Whatever feels nice in the body. Wonderful. And pop the knees back down onto the mat. Big toes are going to come together. Knees out wide. Sit back onto the heels. Coming into a wide-legged ancestral worship. So let the heart sink down towards the mat. Feel that connection to the earth. If that's not comfortable, if you've got any neck problems, blood pressure issues or heart issues, then you can always bring the head up and rest the head on the hands instead. Find a version that works best for you. You can always come to lying on the back and draw the knees in instead. Breathing through the nose as best as you can. Really send that breath down to the center of the body. Trying to create an even inhale and exhale. Balancing that inhale and exhale. Lovely. And walk the hands back up towards you. Lovely. So we're going to find a spare bit of wall. So if you don't have a clear bit of wall, you can always use a chair here or a sofa. We're just going to spin ourselves round. Oh, I'll just move my mic back, sorry. This is where having a blanket and a block can be nice as well. You're going to shuffle yourself as close as you can up towards the wall. Then you're going to spin the feet round. Legs are going up the wall. So you're trying to get your hips as close as you can towards that wall. Lovely. Might take a little bit of wriggling. That's all good. So like I say, you can always use a sofa here or a chair. So you can have the legs just resting up on it, knees bent. If it's not comfortable having the legs straight, if you are using a wall, of course, again, you can have feet bent, knees bent, feet on the wall. And then it can feel quite nice to have a block and placing the block just under the hips, so you're resting the hips down onto the block. And again, if you want a little bit of extra padding, you can use a blanket, or that blanket can go under the head. So whatever feels good. Use all the cushions, blankets, padding that you want to. Lovely. Resting the hands either on the center, or you can rest the hands on the floor. Sorry, I'm just going to keep wriggling. There we go. I'm all good. So hands either resting down on the floor or on the center. Just letting the eyes gently close. Allowing the body to relax. Allow the breath to settle. Just use this time to check in again, noticing how you're feeling within yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Just noticing how you feel. With no judgment, no expectation, trying not to attribute positive or negative. So all feelings, all emotions are there for a reason. They're there to be felt. Sometimes that's a little uncomfortable, sometimes it's pleasurable, but they're all there for a reason. So don't dismiss them, just allow them to be. Often, the more we can sit with our emotions, whatever they are, the quicker we move through them. So can you find balance even within situations and feelings that aren't as comfortable? This is our yoga practice. Not getting rid of feelings, not only experiencing positive feelings, but finding balance, calm, steadiness in all situations and in all emotions. And that is a lifetime's practice, off and on the mat. So if you have time and you want to hang out here for a bit longer, then do. It's a really nice place to hang out. Otherwise, we're just going to bend the knees in. Remove any padding you've got. And rocking yourself onto one side. And in whatever way is best for you, coming up to sitting. Great. So I hope you enjoyed this practice and you feel nice and balanced. And hopefully I'll see you here again soon. So please do subscribe, like the video, leave me comments. I really appreciate them. I really appreciate all your support and the fact that you joined me in this practice. So thank you. Om Shanti.